Zorro Sports. This is T. Will. Bill Belichick is going out bad. Yes, Bill Belichick. We got some news coming in from UNC about Bill Belichick and more so related to his UNC football staff. But there is an ongoing investigation into UNC football's general manager, Michael Lombardi. And as this comes to light, and Bill Belichick's performance with UNC has been lackluster, to say the least, it is now coming to the top that he may not survive this season. It's coming to light he may not survive this season. North Carolina predicted to wash hands of Bill Belichick experiment soon. North Carolina predicted to wash hands of Bill Belichick. The North Carolina Tar Heels are entering training camp this summer with a cloud hanging over their head after general manager Michael Lombardi was placed on administrative leave last week. Lombardi, college football's highest paid general manager, has done a questionable job building a team into a 33rd team that can compete with the powers in the ACC. UNC failed to make a bowl game in head coach Bill Belichick's first season, going 4-8. I believe that was a conference. Terrible, to say the least. During the show on Sunday, Josh Pate predicted UNC would part ways with Bill Belichick and Lombardi this year. I think they'll wash their hands of this entire experiment at some point this year. Pate said, I think it'll happen, and I think the North Carolina job will be open. I don't know how to tell you this. And I actually really like Josh Pate. I respect his opinion. He's very knowledgeable on college football. So if he says it, I'm inclined to believe it. But also, I have never been very big on Bill Belichick. I made a video years ago when I was in college on another channel. You can probably still find the video. I know it's still up. But if you type in quarter to quarter sports, Bill Belichick is down bad. I talked about how I wasn't very high on him as a coach. And this was like 2021. So this was like the beginning of 2021. It was right after 2020. Tom Brady had just won the Super Bowl with Tampa Bay. And Bill Belichick's first season without Brady was pretty bad. And I said, I don't think Bill Belichick's that great of a coach, because if you go and look at his records, he never had a great season. He had some okay seasons. He never had a great season coaching when he was with, like, the Browns. And then Brady leaves, and he doesn't have a good season after Brady leaves. And it's like all of his best seasons and best accomplishments as a coach were while Brady was there. And I tried to make the point at the time that this was the case. And everybody in the comments was like, oh, you don't know nothing about football. You don't know anything about football. You can't say he's a bad coach after one season without Brady. Like, well, yes, I can. And here's why I say that. Because he was a bad coach before Brady. He's a bad coach after Brady. I mean, I will say this. He did have 1 year, 2021. I think they were like 10-7 or something, and they went to the playoffs. But aside from that, it's been almost pushing 10 years since Brady, and he's had one good season where the Patriots went to the playoffs. What year? Let's see. 2021, yeah, they went 10-7, made a playoff run, but that was it. And then after that, losing season, 8-9, 2023, 4-13, 2020, the first season without Brady, 7-9. I mean, bro's had one good season since Brady left. And you go look at how he was doing in Cleveland before the Brady years, 6-10, 7-9, 7-9. There's an 11-5, 5-11, 5-11. This was the first year, I guess, without Brady being the starting quarterback, and then from there it takes off. So I tried to make this case way back in January of 2021, saying Bill Belichick was down bad and that he wasn't actually that great of a coach, and he only succeeded because he had the best football player of all time, Tom Brady. If you don't think Tom Brady's the best, he's at least in the conversation. I don't know who you would say It's widely believed he is the best player, and those are the only years Belichick was good as a coach. And it's like, well, how are you going to lose if you have the best football player of all time as your quarterback? Of course, you're going to have winning seasons. It's impossible to lose. And so I made the case that Belichick's really not that great of a coach. It's just he had Brady. And you might tell me now, well, it's like, well, yeah, now in hindsight, that's obvious. But I was making this case way back in January, February of 2021, and everybody hated on me for saying it. Well, look how it's played out. And then you go look at his UNC record. North Carolina Tar Heels finished the 2025 college football season with an overall record of 4-8 and a conference record of 2-6. Just awful. So he's not a good coach. I don't care what you say. Was bad before Brady, was bad after Brady, with the exception of the 1 year he went to the playoffs. And now this, I'm not even going to say anything. I mean, this guy, Michael Lombardi, has been placed on administrative leave, and they're investigating him because of an HR complaint that came from a football staffer. And that's all I can find on it. If you have better information about what this guy actually did, I'd like to know. But everything I find, it's like a hush hush thing. Oh, the university's investigating it. I'm guessing this guy is a freak like Belichick. Probably likes young girls and got a little handsy with somebody, is what I would assume this means. But I don't know. I don't want to speculate and put that out there. Don't take that as gospel. We don't know yet, but that's what I would think that's about. And then also, Belichick's a weirdo. He's dating a girl that's my age, and he's what, upper 70s, 80 years old, something like that. I mean, he's just not good for a football team as a head coach. And I've been saying it for years, and people used to jump on me for having that opinion. And I really just wanted to make this video almost kind of as a comeback to that. Again, it's on Quarter to Quarter Sports, Bill Belichick down bad. Go watch what I said about it 5 years ago. But yeah, so now with his lackluster performance as a coach at UNC and his highest paid general manager being investigated and placed on leave, it looks like he is not long for the UNC job. And that's a good thing for UNC. But I just wanted to bring this up, talk a little bit about it, because I think it's, it really validates the opinion I've had for a long time that this guy has been given plenty of opportunities without Tom Brady and has really never made much of a good impression on me. Again, the one season he made the playoffs, okay, but how many years has this man been coaching without Brady that I think that's the only season he did well without Brady. For the most part, he owes all of his accomplishments and accolades to Tom Brady. So anyway, I will be watching intently UNC this season to see how they do, and I would not be the least surprised if Josh Pate is correct and Bill Belichick ends up getting fired, especially now that his staffers are being investigated, or his general managers being investigated. So I don't know. But that guy has been in the Belichick circle for a long time. I think he was around Bill Belichick back when he was in Cleveland, but I'm not exactly sure on that. I know he's been friends with him for a very long time, and that's definitely the only reason Michael Lombardi's at UNC is because Bill Belichick's there. But anyway, this has been Zorro Sports. I've been T. Will. Please like and subscribe for the sexiest stories in sports, and we'll see you next time.